We are getting ready to wrap up week 3 of the PLL from Philadelphia. We're on the campus of Villanova University. Waterdogs using the sub game, a little too sloppy. They turn it over. Goes back to Philly and Colin Squires. Shot on the run. Connor Kelly, no, the rebound is there.
Rambo said they wanted to run. Kind of believe it when you see it, but there it was. Squires pushed in transition.
You know, I went down to the field and talked to Jimmy Stagnita, and he echoed what Rambo, like Rambo's brainwashed by the head coach, obviously. And the head coach says, again, at its basic, lacrosse comes down to effort. And he was just asking his guys for more effort, to run harder, to compete more on ground balls, to do their jobs, yada, yada, yada.
Not in time, and now Roman Puglisi sets up the clear. Quickly up ahead, face down, shot, score! That's Kevin Winkoff.
You're a guy like Kevin Winkoff, who played at Binghamton and then a season at Penn State. He gets a souvenir, and we've had almost 20 rookies score so far this season. His first goal becomes a souvenir. But this is a guy who knows. He's activated, he gets a chance to play. Like, what's his career going to look like?
You've got to come out
one day, right?
You've got to come out with a huge chip on your shoulder, ready to make seemingly any effort, hustle play you possibly can.
What are the odds, Quint? You talked to Bill Tierney before the game that the Waterdogs dress a face-off guy next time out.
I asked him that. I said, "Are you going to sign a face-off man on Monday?"
Conrad gets Philly on the board.
He said, "We've got one." Alex Stathakis, Denver rookie, said he tore it up during training camp. I said, "Well, so Monday we're going to see him activated?" And he said, "We'll see how it goes today."
I think you can build on the face-off as much as you want. Waterdogs are 0-2. Both of their losses have been just by 1 goal each. Can they respond from an energy standpoint? Do they have enough in the tank? We're still early.
There's got to be some familiarity there with Hudgens finishing up his career at Ohio State, Malone in the Big Ten at Penn State.
So Malone will know the answer, whether he wants a pick or not. It's not like there's the first time these guys are seeing each other.
Kelly from the outside. That looked like a 1 just inside the arc, but a Connor Kelly sighting is a good thing for the Waterdogs.
Kelly from Conrad. Connor Kelly makes these shots from range look pretty easy.
Not a huge crow hop here. You see Conrad.
It's an adjacent hesitation.
Yeah, Kelly just gets lost off ball kind of inexplicably. It's not like Conrad had this hard dodge. Well, and the
one that got away.
The other guy's Conrad. He has no issues from a conditioning standpoint. He's already been involved in the first 2 goals.
His battery does not run out. Sowers, doorstep, and Philly with 3 straight.
I love it.
Takes the lead.
I love it. Ryan, you're going to draw this up, but this is Allen Iverson. This is the versatility of Michael Sowers, being able to attack the formation from the absolute top of the arc.
Yeah, it's just Sowers' ability to create an advantage. You freeze it right here. This is the 2 guys double team. They both go to Courier. They both are sliding. It's an easy look through and skip there for Courier to McCardle on that left pipe. Advantage gained by Sowers. He gets the hockey assist. 2 guys rotate. Easy one for Courier to find.
Ready to go here. Drive him up, drive him up, drive him up.
Jackson Morrill. Top side, big arc, and he scores over Charlie Hayes.
It's a different Jackson Morrill when he's attacking from behind the cage as an attackman on a short, as opposed to running out of the box as a wing. When he goes from up top, he's feeder, feeder, feeder. If he's got a short stick behind the cage, he's going to get aggressive looking for his own.
He's played the majority of his career, dating back to his times at the McDonough School in Maryland, as an attackman behind the net. At Yale, he was the quarterback. Transfers to Denver, they made him a little more versatile, maybe a little wing action. But that's the true origins of his game. This guy is what, his dad.
Marquette and Detroit Mercy play pretty much every year.
It's a lot on their plate during the summer to balance training and playing and traveling for the PLO and leading a new program.
There's McCardle. Diving, does it count? It does. He went right at Matt Dunn, and Superman's in for a goal.
Finishing strong where he left off yesterday. He and Sowers pretty much dominated that fourth quarter. Here you can see McCardle gets underneath leverage on Dunn and then just goes airborne. Incredible body control there.
College, that goal might not have counted with contact to the goalie in the cylinder. Look, he hits the goalie stick in a shooting mechanism.
Nice not to have to say the word goal mouth. Malone, up top Chanenchuk. Over to Heacock, terrific ball movement. Chanenchuk, the quick pass, and Heacock ties the game at 4.
This might have been the best goal I've seen all season for Maryland. Just snappy ball movement.
And it goes through Malone. You get a dodge down the alley, get it to Malone, the skip. And then the one more by Chanenchuk all the way across the field. You know, Heacock had 2 goals all of last year for Outlaws. He's got 2 goals in 3 games.
McCardle denied, gets it back. Behind the cage, Sowers. He's got Zappatello hung up.
Plenty of time.
Sowers against the short stick, Bernhardt. Sowers shoots low, scores. He's on the board.
Split to a twister. Just so quick.
I love the patience, Quinn, and I love him staying out of trouble. We saw earlier him go airborne into 2 or 3 guys. Here with a tight angle, eyes upfield, holds the defense, that twister, and then that snap. Watch the emphasis as he goes to shoot this, that snap, a little more oomph on it.
Catch, it's picked up by Maryland. Dunn, over to Ledman. Zed Williams. Dunn, wow! That's from long range, Matt Dunn. Well, I'll say it's a 1.
Whipsnakes have done a much better job in this game, pushing early offense in transition. This is a variation of a trailer break. Cooking with the long pole at over 100 miles an hour.
Hey, Matt, I can't remember the last time Dunn crossed the midfield in transition. Can you?
It might be a year or 2, but it's all right. We'll keep letting him go if he can shoot it like that. We got faith in big boy Dunn.
Less than 2 minutes to go, first half, tied at 5.
This game is super important for both of these teams.
Courier off the split dodge. Weaving and scoring!
It's just a different Zach Courier when he's not facing off and getting off.
He can glide. He's a dangerous ball carrier. Got creative moves. While he may be a Swiss Army knife, make no mistake, he's got an offensive game. The wing dodge, underneath, clearance, multiple fakes.
Oh, he's an offensive midfielder that can just do some other stuff.
And so as a unicorn, too often we've said, oh, he can play defense, let's play him defense.
Morrill spins it up top. Chaney for 2. Bingo! 32nd 2-pointer of his illustrious pro career.
late in the shot clock. You've got to know where number one is out there. The Whipsnakes, you can see, are actually substituting behind the play. They think they have a free double team.
You had two guys come down to the wing, and Chanenchuk able to set himself up. You see Ward come high on his arc. That ball goes stick side lowish down to the knee area. And Chanenchuk, who's got probably more velocity, I think it plays itself out. And I think if you're Jim Stagnita.
How about Courier? Walker ties it at 7.
Nice little throwback off this alley push. But I think if you're Jim Stagnita, you let this thing play out. He's going to probably dress multiple lineups during the course of the season, knowing that some of his veterans are going to have to earn the spot for next year, knowing that some of his rookies will probably need a game or two to get their feet wet. Watch him push the alley, circle back once he draws the double team, kind of a step down, follow. Just a brilliant pass from Courier to deal with that double team.
Yeah, it's great to see one of your offensive midfielders, your best offensive midfielders, play offensive midfield.
Dumps it back to Rambo. Zed Williams for 2. Hello.
Despite all the criticism of the Whipsnakes offense, the one thing they can do is shoot from range, and they can hang in these games despite scoring far fewer goals just by cashing in from 2. I mean, Williams' beautiful placement on this shot. And I would like to see more teams, when they've got a defender hung, zip it through it for a 2. They're hunting all these
2-point goals in this third quarter. Malone, hands free, beats Ward upstairs. He got to the middle, and all of a sudden the Whips have a little life coming out of the locker room at halftime.
2 times 2 is 4, plus Malone. Next thing you know, you're on a run.
Look at you, math whiz, Quinn Kesnick.
TJ, late bloomer from Haverford. This is a guy who was headed to Amherst. His senior year in May, picked up by Penn State. Dealt with injuries, had a hip labrum surgery, took an extra year at Penn State, led him to championship weekend. And now he's one of the highly acclaimed rookies. I love the balance in his game. He can dodge, he can pass, he can shoot. He's got
Snags the rebound. Dumps it off to McCardle. He has his defender hung, feet in front, and it's Matt Rambo.
Ledman and Muller talked this one over like there was a communication breakdown inside. 14-40.
just a little push off. I think they expected a pick. And usually when you play an inside pick, you play bookcases or bookshelves, one guy on each side. Brandau.
Winkoff to the crease for Malone. The Penn State connection.
The Whips just have more life end to end. You can see the fatigue setting in for these Waterdogs. In transition, Winkoff whips one over to Malone, who just gets lost in transition. Whipsnakes starting to look feisty here on
Running?
No. It's a rental. You're not aware of your own keys.
Danger time now for the Waterdogs.
Courier, face dodge, steps into it. Oh, Zach Courier's been unlocked and unleashed.
Two and two on the day for Courier. Playing a lot more offense. You can see this huge windup and the face dodge. And once he got to the middle of the field and they had the full 6-on-6, Krebs didn't really have any sort of chance at this.
The beauty of the two-point arc, because a guy like Courier right there on the outside can pump the two. It's got to be respected.
Yes, is the short answer. I mean, because Courier would be on that wing.
He'd be on the wings. And now you're talking about McCardle, Sowers, Connor Kelly. as part of your early offense. Matt Dunn, 2 goals today.
Stagg said his offensive game has come of age this summer. 86 miles an hour.
I mean, I used to have a bad running joke about Matt Dunn's electric dog collar going off when he crossed the midfield line.
Hey, it's retired.
Gone.
He's not wearing the Q collar.
Yeah, that joke is gone. We're going to retire that one. 2 goals on the day for Dunn.
Hey, hey!
Snakes there in transition.
Conrad, a long 2, shot blocked. And it's cashed in by the Waterdogs. That's Caraway.
What a weird sequence.
Everybody just stopped playing.
What a weird sequence. Zappatello gets hit by the shot.
And it looked like he was walking off. He kind of stopped playing.
Like it pegged him in the hand or the wrist or the arm.
And just everybody stopped, and Caraway was like, okay. The ricochet to Caraway. I think Krebs had a little trouble tracking that.
Zach Courier's had a big game, 77 in purple, 2 goals, 2 assists. Fresh legs out of the box. Caraway shoots, scores somehow.
That's absurd. The body control and the hips on Caraway. I mean, he's in a dead sprint to his left. He gets his stick back to the inside. Normally you see guys plant and pivot. This is backpedaling. He's in a full-on backpedal here, almost like on skates.
Conventional thought here is you're running down the left alley, you should shoot that left-handed. He says, you know what, I'm going to keep it in my right hand and I'm going to backpedal down the alley.
Normally if you see him, a guy go to his right, he'll kind of open up his hips, plant, shoot. That was one fluid.
Ever teach a young goalie to do that? And that guy's the best in the world doing it. So why don't more people do it? And when do you do it? And how do you teach it?
Chorus with his first professional goal, the former Maryland Terrapin, and it's a 2-goal lead for the Whipsnakes.
We've had 2 Whipsnakes with their first career goals. Chorus and Winkoff adding to that rookie total. Whipsnakes were looking for answers on offense. They've been able to find some today. They've got the lead. Can they hold on? Can they keep it going to finally break through? Waterdogs trying to get off the schneid as well.
Looking for the cutting Morrill. Too much traffic. Ward has an outlet. Randall on the run out. Randall feathers one inside, and the goal is good. Michael Sowers off the feed from Ben Randall.
This is high level. Number 1, Randall's into anticipation, and he gets the early breakout. He's off to the races off the save. And then the second is the trust, the spot feed. Putting it with just some soft little flutter to Sowers.
Yeah, let's start with the inside action.
Boom, he's gone.
Yep.
He's gone right there. He sees it, and he's upfield.
Yeah, because Randall, his man was an attackman, he's up near the arc. His attackman runs off the field. Randall senses the transition opportunity. Feathery touch inside.
Picked up by Squires. Now Sowers waits for the Cavalry.
Here we are again, 5 minutes to go in a 1-goal game.
1-goal game. It's been the story of the weekend. It's what makes this league so much fun. Teams are so close together. Courier, that's just pure will. A hat trick for Courier, a 5-point game, and now getting heated.
could see this dodge coming a mile away. In the sub game, there was a little mini situation of a 5-on-5. And anytime it's not a clean 6-on-6, that is Zach Currier time. He goes to the middle of the field, kind of bends in. And it looks like Sauer steps in to defend Currier.
Yeah, they thought Bernhardt was standing over him.
Yeah.
Not sure why. Currier gets to his strong left hand. It's almost like Bernhardt.
Witcher shoots too high. He'll sub off with Zed Williams. Sowers will initiate. 4:08 to go. Both teams looking for win number 1 on the season.
If you want me to play defense really hard, you got to give me the leeway to go to the goal once in a while, right?
Sowers against the rookie Zappatello. Sowers shoots, scores! Native son delivers.
The Waterdogs faithful loves it here in Philadelphia. He's been able to get this mid-range shot pretty consistently today. That little two-man game, Zappatello goes underneath of it. Bernhardt just not enough ball pressure there. I thought it was Bernhardt.
Zappatello gets his stick kind of close to his hands, and he shoots right through it.
Sowers has more range than you would think. I mean, he's so slippery.
So simple, but this game matters with just 90 seconds left. Possession.
A 1-goal lead for Philly. Maryland looking for the equalizer. Malone and Hudgens. Morrill against the short stick. Heacock paints the corner. Tied at 14.
What a rip. Kind of off-balanced. Didn't look like he was really in sync with his hips, his shoulders, and where the goal was, and he kind of yanks it and pegs the corner.
Yeah, they ran this front side action for Williams, and it wasn't there. They swung it back to Morrill.
Rambo does a good job there, Ryan. He cuts through, he kind of seals down. Heacock pops left-handed. It was a weird release, wasn't it?
Outlet to Bernhardt.
How about this goalie play?
That was ridiculous. Left-handed going to his off hip, off of multiple fakes.
Roman Puglisi. Back to X. And Rambo. Posting up. Rambo! Hometown hero! Wins it for the Whipsnakes.
He's still the king of Philadelphia.
This save is unbelievable. Left-handed, multiple fakes. Boom, boom, boom. Stays with it, stays light on his feet, reacts, takes it in the body.
And when the game matters most, if it's the Whipsnakes, you know it's going to number 9. It's Rambo time. He's done this time and time again, stepping up when the game matters most. Mano a mano with Randall.
Strong D. Randall's stick is right in the numbers. He's right on his hands. And all day long, Rambo had trouble getting that ball released out of his pocket. Not when it counted most.